Lake Greenwood is many things to many people. A generator of electricity, a source for public drinking water, a great place to fish, an economic recruitment tool, and a growing community. For more than 75 years, the Saluda and Reedy rivers have emptied into Lake Greenwood, a man-made reservoir first developed for hydroelectric power in 1940. Covering 11,400 acres and holding approximately 68 billion gallons of water, Lake Greenwood today forms a natural boundary between Greenwood, Lawrence, and Newberry counties. Population growth in the Lake Greenwood area is projected to outpace growth in the surrounding counties in the coming years. By 2035, nearly 13,000 residents will call Lake Greenwood home, with a 20-year growth rate more than double that of Greenwood County and triple the growth rate of Lawrence County. In 2015, Greenwood County identified the need to develop a long-term vision for the lake area. Greenwood County reached out to Lawrence and Newberry counties to gauge their interest, as they knew that a coordinated effort between the counties would be necessary for any plan to be successful. Lawrence County agreed to assist as much as possible, and residents in Newberry County were involved throughout the planning process. Over 9 months, 5 public meetings were held throughout the local communities to gauge interest and to develop a roadmap for the future of the water body. More than 50 organizations were involved in the process to assess their ideas and concerns. The end result was the Lake Greenwood Master Plan.
One of the most amazing things about the Lake Greenwood Master Plan is the way that the counties reached out, not only to the other counties, but to all of the stakeholders that really have a vested interest here in Lake Greenwood.
The master plan was a very well organized, robust, and most importantly, transparent planning effort. From the beginning, there was a tremendous participation that included a diverse group of community members from Lawrence, Newberry, and Greenwood counties.
One of the things that we have seen with the actual master plan is it is providing us focus for future development of Lake Greenwood. It is helping us control the growth by measuring our lake activities, population of boaters. So the master plan is a great structure for us to use to help Lake Greenwood stay the lake that it is now.
The plan laid out a 5-year project list with detailed objectives outlined. One of the first items identified was the need for coordination between the local governments and public interest groups around the lake. The Lake Greenwood Implementation Committee was established with representatives from the local governments, commercial businesses, real estate companies, and special interest groups. The Implementation Committee meets quarterly and ensures that projects are being carried out.
Throughout the planning process, there was a lot of discussion about public services that are provided on the Greenwood side versus the Lawrence side. Disparity in these services were identified and included in the plan. As a part of this planning effort, it became apparent that public sewer would only add to the opportunities that Lake Greenwood offers. It would encourage development and reduce the number of septic tanks on the Lawrence County side.
More has been accomplished in the lake area within the last 3 years than the previous 30. Projects that have been completed include bridge safety lighting, where 107 lights were installed along our bridges to improve visibility at night. 4 Lake District signs were installed and placed along the major roadways to identify the area to visitors. 4 gateway entrance signs were constructed at the county boundaries to promote public awareness. Placement of 33 wayfinding signs mark landmarks and access points. Construction of a 4.2-mile trail at the Lake Greenwood State Park. And streetscape improvements including 60 trees planted along South Carolina Highway 72. The master plan is being accomplished with organizations like Connect Lake Greenwood, a citizens group that promotes the Lake Greenwood area and organizes events through communication with property owners. Connect Lake Greenwood coordinates events including their annual event known as Life on the Lake Summit that has exceeded 500 people each year, where the Lake Greenwood master plan is discussed.
Became involved in the Lake Master Plan back when it was developed through the community. We meet on a regular basis to discuss the goals and projects that we want to accomplish. We identified Connect Lake Greenwood, which I'm the chairman of, to actually implement most of the projects that we identified in the plan. We have completed 14 of those projects, main big projects, in less than 3 years, which we're excited about.
Most recently, Greenwood County developed a partnership on infrastructure with a restaurateur to develop a 10,000 square foot restaurant with drive-up boat access valued at $1.5 million. A lakefront restaurant was the primary item noted in survey results for improving the area. Other developers are taking note of this investment and an integrated residential development is being constructed nearby with 30 condominium units.
Since 2015, when the Lake Greenwood Master Plan was implemented, Lake Greenwood residential sales are up an amazing 25% compared to only 4% in the greater Greenwood County area. And Lake Greenwood lots, bare land, is up 33%. We moved here 12 years ago from Northern California. One of the primary reasons we did is because Lake Greenwood is owned and operated by Greenwood County.
I've been on this lake since I was 6 years old. Now we have residents that are full-time, which has helped us grow our business here because we have 12-month boaters now. But our resident population has increased, our daily boaters have increased. The lake has improved in the appearance of the shoreline, the surroundings of the lake. We've got better water quality. We have new restaurants as well as a lot of new events going on the lake. We have been able to bring on extra staff members, and our other local businesses are also benefiting from this because that helps our schools, our communities and activities, all of our churches, as well as other surrounding towns which are benefiting from this growth.
Collaboration and the partnerships that have formed between Lawrence and Greenwood counties have resulted in positive outcomes. By working together, the Lake Greenwood area is thriving and the community is supporting the Lake Greenwood Master Plan.
The master plan is a living document, so the process is truly never ending. But if you ask me what outcome was the most beneficial, it was the planning effort itself. It brought people together from both counties who had more in common than they initially realized. It fostered a spirit of cooperation between political bodies that has not been evident for quite some time. It made many realize how fortunate we are to have such an important natural resource and that we don't need to take Lake Greenwood for granted.
We're excited that the counties are working together more so than in the past, and now it feels like everybody's coming together and working for the best of the lake.
The master plan helped reestablish a strong partnership between both counties, and two counties working together are always stronger than one.
The master plan is a wonderful tool for me to help potential new residents understand the depth of the commitment that the county leadership has to ensure that this incredible resource can be enjoyed, protected, and loved for many generations to come.